Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's training. This is the new Ambassador Training 101 series, week 1. Let me go ahead and start the screen share. 1 second. Okay, so the new Ambassador Training 101 series. This is week 1, so we'll be going over the nuts and bolts, why, goals, plan, and belief. Okay. What is covered in the 101 series? In week 1, we're going to go over the nuts and bolts, basics, and terminology. We're also going to go over the intro to the success guide, your why, goals, and plan of action using the example of going silver and $500 in PV, creating your Franks list, building belief and creating a database. And in week 2, we'll be talking about products and be a product of the product. Week 3, we will be going over sharing Plexus and social media, smart and strategic posting. We'll also be talking about resources, Plexus Learning Center, and YouTube channels and opportunity calls. Week 4, we'll be going over events, including business launch, opportunity, and corporate events. Okay, nuts, bolts, basics, and terminology. So capture your basic info. This, you will want to see your welcome email. When you first joined as an ambassador, you got an email from Plexus with a bunch of information in it. You will want to go back and find that and see and capture your basic information. Consider adding it to your chapter 1, page V of your success guide, which looks like this. 1 second. Okay, so you have your let's get you started. Okay, if you turn to, I can stop share. Okay, let's get you started, your Plexus Worldwide Success Kit. If you turn to the first couple of pages, you'll find this page. This is your Plexus resource directory. This is where you're going to fill in all your information. It has your ambassador ID, your website, your back office access password. So if you forget your password, you have it written down. Your sponsor name, phone, and email address. Your nearest Jewel upline with their name, phone number, and email address. And then additional ambassador contacts. So ask your sponsor for a few people and resources that inspire them. Another thing is on the next page is the Plexus Worldwide Contacts. This has the has all the information of who to contact about what, their business hours, and their phone number and email address. So this is basically like your phone book for Plexus Worldwide. Okay. So 2 things that you will want to memorize. One is your website address. This is your, this is what you give out to your potentials, your customers, and your future team members, where they go to either purchase their products or to join your team. You also want to have memorized your ambassador ID. Whenever you call into customer service, they will ask for your ambassador ID, and then it's just a good thing to have memorized. And then the next bullet is take note of chapter 1, page VI in your success guide for Plexus customer service contact info and hours. That's what I just showed you. Okay, more is log in to your back office and get familiar. Get in there and click around. There is nothing that you can do to mess it up or harm it or anything, but get in there, play around, figure out where to go to find different reports, where to go to order your personal products, where to find your customers, where to find your team members, everything. When you joined, you set up a username and password. So if you have trouble, then try registering on the website. If you go to the login information, right below that, if you scroll down, it should say register as, or ambassador, register, or register as an ambassador. Try doing that. If you still have trouble, enter your ambassador ID, which you should have memorized, as the user ID, and then click forgot password, and that should get you in. Okay, watch videos in the training plan. So when you pull up your back office, it'll have a little box that has several different videos for you to watch. This will get you familiar with how to use the back office. It has a getting started guide, a how-to guide for the Plexus Pay portal. It has the intro to the message center, the shopping cart, and setting up your backup order. Okay, your back office is your virtual office. This is where you place your wholesale orders, where you view reports for your customers and for your team. Multimedia Learning Center, which is really cool and has a lot of great information. And then also where you can track your sales and your team activity. Okay, now on to terminology. So a lot of new ambassadors come into this business and they hear all these words thrown at them and they have no idea what they mean. So this is your little definition book or definition slide. So PV stands for personal volume. This is the sales number that represents our commissional volume. So the PV is pretty much dollar for dollar of the products. It's a little less, and you should be able to find this when you look up anything with the commission plan. Commission qualified, or not commission plan, with the prices of each product. Next to the price, it'll have PV amount. Okay, commission qualified, CQ. 3 things are required to be commission qualified. 1 is having $100 in PV. 2 is having your backup order selected. And 3 is having your annual website fee of $34.95 paid. Okay, so let's go on to the next one, your backup order. What is the backup order? Backup order is an auto ship that you can set up as an ambassador to ensure that you are commission qualified. The default of the backup order is conditional, meaning that the backup order would only process if you do not have $100 in PV by the specified date. Kind of ran that all together. The backup order will process to ensure that the ambassadors get $100 in PV to be commission qualified. Make sure that your backup order is selected and you explain this to your new ambassadors. So for example, if your backup order date is selected for the 5th of every month and you have it set to conditional, if you have $100 in PV by the 5th, your order will not process because you have the $100 in PV. Now let's say you don't have a total of $100 in PV. Then by the 5th, if you don't have that $100, your order will process. Okay, now let's say you set your backup order to unconditional. This means that your backup order will go out no matter what your PV is. This is kind of like setting up a preferred customer order for yourself, but at wholesale pricing. So no matter what your PV is on the specified date of your backup order, if it's set to unconditional, your order will process. Okay, hopefully that explains a little bit of the conditional and unconditional and when it will process and when it won't process. If you have any other questions, ask your sponsor, ask your upline, and they can better help answer your questions that you have or how it can pertain to you and your orders. Okay, next is downline. Downline are the ambassadors that join your team underneath you, whether it's your personal team members or your team members' team members. Anybody in your downline that recruited or that joined right underneath you or joined underneath your team. Upline is your sponsor and the ambassadors above your sponsor. A jewel is an ambassador who has reached emerald, sapphire, or diamond ranks. These are the top 3 ranks, and these are the ranks that corporate recognizes as leadership positions. A retail customer is a customer that simply makes a one-time purchase at the retail cost. The 60-day money-back guarantee applies to them. A preferred customer is a customer that signs up for a monthly auto ship of products at a discounted rate off the retail price, and the 60-day money back guarantee applies to them. Now, what the preferred customer gets is 10% off their first 3 consecutive orders, or 3 orders, and then after they order for 3 consecutive months, they get additional 10% off. What I love about our preferred customer program is that, one, there's no penalty if they decide to cancel or change their preferred customer order. And also they get the 60-day money back guarantee. So they can try it for 60 days and see if they like it at the cheaper prices. And then if they don't, they can still get their money back with no penalty, of course. Okay, so when do we get paid? We get paid monthly on the 15th of the month for the prior month's activity. And then we get paid weekly on Fridays for the previous week's activities. Our Fridays paychecks include the building business bonuses that you get paid when someone joins your team levels 1 through 4, and these are paid out weekly. Everything else is paid out on the 15th of the next month. Okay, your success kit and guide. This is your roadmap to success. So here's a picture of everything that is included in the success kit. Let me stop the screen share real quick and I will show you in person what it looks like. Okay, so this is the Plexus success kit. It's really cool, and I love this because it's like a broken or an open slim, and it's like the roughness. It's really cool. Okay, and then this disclaimer on the back, super cute. So you open the box, and mine's a little. So you open the box and it says, "What if this could change everything?" And then you have this little tab, it says Plexus, and you open it up, and here's all your stuff inside. So what comes inside is, let's get started. This is your Plexus Worldwide Success Guide. This is what is going to be basically your manual for your business. So if you have any questions, you can probably turn to this and find the answer. Okay. Next is the Quick Start Guide. This is great for a new ambassador because it has 10 steps of how to get started in their business, starting with being a product of the product, getting to know your new ambassador success kit, stating your why, set your business goals, connect with your sponsor upline, make your Franks list, set up 3 face-to-face gatherings, set up your back office, explore the Plexus Learning Center, and then get connected and stay connected. So those are 10 steps that you want to start off with as a brand new ambassador. Some other things that are included is this Learn to Earn. It's your guide to the compensation plan. So this will take you step by step and explain in full detail about the compensation plan. So if you have any questions about how you're earning your money or anything like that, turn to this little booklet and it should be able to answer your question. Couple of other things is you have thank you postcards that are super cute that you can send out to potentials or to customers. Super, super cute. And then also if you send these in the mail, people will be like, oh, that's kind of cute. Plexus, I wonder what Plexus is. And then see your little note possibly, and it could interest them, or even your mail lady, who knows? Okay, another thing is, what if this could change everything? These are little brochures that you can hand out to potentials, and it talks about the opportunity plan and how does it work and what happens next and how to earn with Plexus. These are super, super cool. If you have people that are interested in trying a sample, you could send this with it, and this talks about the opportunity, and you could have a new potential ambassador. Okay, also that's included is a thank you card from the company. Also is a bracelet that says Plexus Worldwide on it. And my favorite is the Plexus product guide. This is super, super cool. So it has every single product that Plexus has. And so for example, it has Plexus X Factor. So it has all the information about X Factor and guidelines for usage. And then when you flip it over, it has talking points and what you might say to somebody that's interested in the product. What is also included in this, it's the product pricing guide. So if you have a question about how much each product is, here you go. And it has the retail, preferred, and wholesale. And then it also has the combos on here as well. So you don't have to look up what the combos are versus the individual products. And it comes in a little plastic sleeve. That way you can keep it all together. How cool is that? Okay, and let me go back to screen share. Okay, so I think that covered everything. The Let's Get You Started guide, the Quick Start guide, the Learn to Earn about the compensation. There's the little bracelet that comes with it. It's super cute. What if this could change everything brochures, the You Can Do It card, the thank you postcards, and then my favorite, the Plexus product guide. Okay, so you want to start with your why. You may not have a passion for the products or the opportunity yet, but you do have passion about your why. Once you know your why, and identifying your why and keeping it at the forefront of your mind, this will drive your business. So think about, why did you want to try the Plexus products? Why did you try them? Why did you join as an ambassador? Ask yourself all these questions, and this will get you to your why to grow your business and to drive you in this business. I want you to dream big and know your purpose for working this business. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So share why you were doing Plexus. Share why you were taking the products. It's not what, but why you do it. If you can connect to somebody about why you're doing this, then they're going to be more out to join you. It doesn't matter what you're doing, it matters why you're doing it. Okay, so next is your goals. You want to write them down. Okay? It's only a dream until you write it down, and then it's a goal. So when you're setting your goals should align with your why. So first you need to find out what your why is, okay? And then you need to build your goals around that. Have a short-term and long-term goals, where your short-term goals help you achieve your long-term goal. So where do you want to be in a year? Break it down. Where can you be in 6 months to get you to that year? Okay, break it in half. Where do you need to be in 6 months? Where do you need to be in 3 months? What do you need to do each month to get you there? Break it down into bite-sized pieces. Don't see the big, huge elephant and think, oh my gosh, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that. When you break it down, it's more feasible. So you want to write them down. When you write, what the heck am I doing? Okay, when you write your goals down, you are 42% more likely to reach them. You also want to make sure that your goals are SMART. SMART meaning, oops. Hold on. Okay, SMART meaning they are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Okay, so when you're being specific, you want to be very, very specific. Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Make sure it's measurable. How can you get there? Make sure it's attainable. Make sure you're not saying that you want to be diamond in 2 months when that's kind of out of the question, or not out of the question, but you really have to work your booty off. Make sure it's relevant and make sure it's time bound. A great first short-term goal would be going silver, meaning you personally sponsor 3 qualified ambassadors and you achieve $500 in PV. Another short-term goal is achieving $500 in PV. When you achieve these 2 goals, that would yield a total payout of $275 or more, depending on how your customers purchase. Preferred customers would yield additional preferred customer bonuses. So how do we come up with this $275 payout? Okay, for every new ambassador that every new ambassador that joins your team, you get a building business bonus for that new ambassador. So that could be $25. So for 3 of them, that'd be a total of $75 in building business bonuses. Then you would get a $100 bonus of a one-time achievement bonus for silver. And then commissions, 0 to 99 PV, you get 0% commissions because it goes back to the company. $100 to 499 PV is 15% commission, and then 500 PV or more is 25% commission on anything over $500. So when you achieve $500 in PV over the welcome pack amount, because welcome packs don't count towards commission, this would give you a total of $100 in commission checks, because that's 25% of 400. Because remember, when you get 500 PV, the first 100 goes back to the company, and then you get commission on the rest. Now, an aggressive short-term goal, if you are a brand new ambassador, this would pertain to you. This is a Go Fast Start Gold. This is where you personally sponsor 3 qualified ambassadors to at least go silver. Then you train your team of 3 qualified ambassadors to also go silver and their team members to go silver. You would want to grow your team to at least 20 ambassadors who bought a welcome pack and have their backup order turned on in your first 3 levels in your first 30 days. So you don't have to get all 20 ambassadors yourself. All you need is 3, and then teach your 3 to get 3, and then those 3 to get 3. It's all about duplication. Okay, and then achieve $500 in PV. When you achieve these 2 goals, this would yield a total payout of $783.33 or more, depending on how your customers purchase and what welcome packs the new ambassadors purchase. Preferred customers would yield additional preferred customer bonuses. Now, if you don't know what the preferred customer bonuses are, look at your compensation plan and see what I'm talking about. Okay, so for 20 new ambassadors in levels 1 through 3 that purchase welcome packs, this is using the $100 welcome pack for example, for an average bonus of $16.67 each, that's a total of $333.33. This is approximate total of building business bonuses. You would also get a $100 one-time achievement bonus for silver, a $250 fast start gold achievement bonus, and then your actual $250 gold bonus will be awarded when you have 100 true pay points. Mock points are awarded in the first 30 days for ambassadors who purchase a welcome pack and have the backup order selected. So you want to take advantage of these mock points in your first 30 days because you only get those mock points within your first 30 days. Okay, so commissions, when you achieve $500 in PV over the welcome pack amount, because remember, welcome packs don't count towards your commission, this would yield a $100 commission check, 25% of 400, just as we talked in the previous slide. So all that total would be $783.33. Okay, now plan of action. Your plan of action should align with your goals. If you have aggressive goals, then you need to have an aggressive action. Ideas of action would be start sharing your excitement and your why. Start becoming a product of the product. Start building your belief. We'll talk about this a little more in depth in a few minutes. Make your Franks list and categorize it further. We'll talk about this also in a few minutes. And then business launch event. This can be either in person with a sip and see or on Facebook with a Plexus event on Facebook. Then you want to order your business cards, product sample cards, etc. These can all be found. Business cards you can order from the Plexus website, the Plexus print, along with the Plexus product cards or Plexus product sample cards. Okay, your Franks list. This stands for friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighborhood, kids connections, service organizations, or spousal connections. So this is your guide to contacting people you know about Plexus. It's kind of like a mind jogger, so you know who you see every day and who you think about as you start writing people down. But when you look at this, the Franks, you start thinking of people that you probably wouldn't have thought of before. So remember, we have products and a business opportunity that can change their lives. You are not selling them something they don't need. You have the opportunity to change their lives just by sharing. You really do not know what people are struggling with, whether they're waking up in pain every day, they're going to bed in pain every day, they are stressing over financial situations. You really have no idea what people are struggling with because people don't talk about their struggles. They talk about how great their life is and how great things are, not about the pains and stress that they're going through. Okay, now how aggressive you are with your Franks list will align with how aggressive your goals are. Now, if your goal is just to get the products at wholesale and make enough to cover their cost, then don't be overwhelmed by this piece of action. If your goal grows to something bigger, then so should your plan of action. Now, more on the Franks list. Your Franks list is a living and growing document, so you always want to be adding to it. When you start out as a brand new ambassador, we usually say, or at least when I started, it was make a list of at least 50 to 100 people and just start contacting those people. Start at the top 3 that you want to talk to about the products, and the top 3 that you want to talk to about the opportunity, or up it to 5, and then start contacting those people and just go down your list. But we will talk more about that in the 201 series. You want to analyze your list, and for those who you know how Plexus could help with them, then search for a testimony or a story that will speak to their heart. You can find these on the Plexus website in your back office, along with searching Facebook for testimonies. You want to start reaching out and sharing your excitement and hope. Be genuine and be sincere when you reach out. When you do find these testimonies or stories that you think will speak to their heart, either send it to them either in a personal message, or call them and say, hey, I have the story that I want to share with you. When can we meet up, or when can we talk? Or if you're not there yet, then post it on Facebook and hope that they see it. Or even call them up and be like, hey, I just posted a post about Plexus. I want you to take a look at it because I really think that you could kind of relate to it. Expect people to not respond, to ignore you, or to say no. You are planting seeds, and often no's turn into maybes or yes, I'm ready. You never know who you could talk to today, and a year later, after they tell you no, they're ready to join your team and they're your rock star. Okay, you want to detach your emotions from the response. They aren't rejecting you. They may just need more information, or the timing may not be right. So think about it this way. If you are out to dinner and you have a glass of water and your water's about half empty, and the waitress comes by and asks you, would you like a refill? And you say no. Okay, well, she's just going to say, okay, and just, kind of walk off. She's not going to be heartbroken, or she's not going to take offense to it because you told her no. You told her no, you just didn't want any water. That's the same way with Plexus. When you offer Plexus to somebody, or you bring it up with somebody and they either don't respond or they say no, that's just the same thing as you being that waitress and offering somebody water. Move on to the next person, because you never know. Their glass is going to empty out and they're going to be ready to join your team, or ready to join and try the products. Detach your emotions from that response. You're going to go so much farther once you detach your emotions from that response, because you're not going to feel it. You're not going to hold that emotion deep in your heart. Okay, there are so many people desperate for our products and opportunity that your no's should simply propel you forward to find that person who deeply needs what you have to offer. You need to find that person with the empty water. Okay, we will learn more about working your Franks list in the 201 when we discuss income producing activity. But for now, at least get this list ready for that IPA, and think about people and what they're struggling with, and how Plexus could help them. Make a note right beside their name. That way, when you see something come up, you can think, okay, Aunt Sally has, she wants to lose weight. So you can put that next to her name. So when you see something that reminds you of Aunt Sally or weight loss, you can go and she's right there on your list. Okay, your belief. Belief is the very foundation of your Plexus business. You want to start now in building the unshakable belief that is vital to your success. Okay, belief does not come from success. Success comes from belief. A lot of us think that the jewel uplines, which are the emerald, sapphire, and diamond ambassadors, got the belief for this Plexus business because of their success. But that's not the case. It's the total opposite. They got success because they had unshakable belief in these products and in this company. So building your belief and creating a database of stories. So who's ready for a tangible homework assignment to close out week 1 with New Ambassador Training 101? So in the nooks of crannies of your life, I want you to listen to 1 to 2 opportunity calls each day. I also want you to watch 1 diamond documentary each day. These can be found on the Plexus Worldwide YouTube channel under the corresponding playlist. So you can look up opportunity calls or Plexus Diamond documentaries. When you watch these, this is going to build your belief, because you're going to see real people, real results, and how Plexus, not only the products, but the opportunity is changing people's lives. And you're going to be able to relate to these people. I want you to also start a log of what you're listening to and watching. Record the date of the opportunity call. Write down keywords of the testimonies, such as migraines, IBS, anxiety, weight loss, etc. Whatever they're talking about in the opportunity call. Okay, when you watch the Diamond documentary, record the name and a summary of the story. For example, Sarah Marble, she was a nurse who retired to be a stay-at-home mom. Cheyenne Weeble, she was a kindergarten teacher who retired herself and her husband and now has the financial freedom to commute to Vietnam to see their future adopted daughter. So as you're watching these, think about who they can relate to. If you want to, go ahead and send them out. Send them in a personal message, send them in a text message, in an email, however you communicate with that person. Go ahead and send it to them and say, hey, I saw this and it really reminded me of you. Take a look and let me know what you think. Simple as that. That's all you need to do. It's just sharing. Sharing is caring, basically. When you share, this is what's going to build your belief, because not only are you seeing these products and this opportunity to change people's lives, but you'll be able to see and be able to relate it to somebody that you personally know. And then you can send it to them, and then you can possibly, if they accept and they join you on this journey, not whether it's just taking the products or eventually joining your team, you will see, firsthand how Plexus is truly changing somebody's life. Okay, so I hope this helped with a lot of new ambassador questions that you might have. Next week, we're going to talk about the products and being a product of the product. I hope this answered a lot of questions. If y'all have any more questions about anything that we discussed, get with your sponsor, get with your upline, and I'm sure they would love to help you. All right, guys, have a great night. Talk to you soon.